good evening. It's such an amazing day. Of course, we're excited to give you our, I guess it's our album launch concert. It's hard to believe it's been a year already. This time last year, we released our debut album, self-titled The String Queens, and we are so excited to be with you this evening to share with you the news of our new album release, which is November 24th. We're going to release our album called Our Favorite Things, which is our take on holiday classics, everything from soul music to jazz, to sacred spirituals, everything that you could possibly think of. And so we are so excited to be with you today. How y'all feeling, ladies?
Pretty well.
Great. Excellent. Awesome. We also want to just say a huge thank you to all of you who have supported us from the very beginning, from the first album, before there was an album, before there was a recording even. Thank you so much. We want to thank all of our donors out there. So we launched a fundraiser on GoFundMe about a month and a half ago, and thank you so much to all of our donors who made it possible for us to create this production. Actually, the production you're about to see right now.
There you go.
And the one you'll get to hear on the 24th. So without further ado, we're going to present to you a song from our album. It's entitled Queens, Kings, Bells, Oh My. And it's a holiday Christmas carol medley. See if you can pick out the melodies from all the songs. Here we go.
Yeah, sure. So we went on a retreat to Miami. When was this? Maybe last year or 2 years ago?
2018.
Yeah, 2018. To my hometown, Miami, and we just spent a few days by the beach, by the water. Just had some room and some time and some space to create and bond and just create some new things for us to perform and have fun with. And so that's how we came up with the Carol medley. Yeah. So that was on our album. And this next tune that you're going to hear is also on our new holiday album. This is My Favorite Things. This is our String Queens arrangement of the very timeless classic by Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Y'all. Are y'all enjoying the show so far? I know it's not exactly the same as being in person with you all, but please feel free to drop any comments, any questions that you might have. I know some people who are joining us tonight may be completely new to the String Queens, and so maybe this is your very first concert. It still counts, even though it's virtual.
It does still count. And welcome to the String Queens.
Yes. And why don't you show some love in the chat? I feel like we're teaching. Virtual. Show some love in the chat because all three of us are
box
teachers.
fingers ready.
With any questions you have about the group, any questions you have about how we made the album, any questions at all, we're going to have a short Q&A at the end of the concert to really get to know you all a little bit better. Yeah. Cool. What you want to play next? Just surprise them?
A little something.
Here's the next song.
Okay, so I don't really go to the gym. That was a big joke. I don't go to the gym at all. Maybe the hill in my backyard, but that's it.
Yeah. We hope that there's some Beatles fans out there. We love playing that tune.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's exciting.
So energetic.
Yeah, it is.
Should we take them now to something from the album?
Yeah, let's do that.
Awesome. So how many fans do we have of the tune Mary Did You Know? I know I have some church members who may be watching, or some people who just really appreciate the story of the song. I think is really what captured us. What captured you all about this piece?
It's just so beautiful and melodic and spiritual.
Yes.
And I think when we came together to make this arrangement, we sort of went into that space, right, of just being in a nice, quiet, spiritual place where we can really honor and tell the story of the birth of Jesus Christ.
Yes.
And it's just very special. It's an honor to be able to play this piece and to tell this story musically like we do. And I'm excited for everyone to hear it. This is one of my favorites from the album. And I'm just very excited to tell the story of Christmas through music. I think it's so beautiful.
This is beautiful. Yes. Mary, did you know? let it breathe for a second.
I know, that touches me so much. Oh, God.
My part is the blind will see, the deaf will hear, the
Yeah.
lame will walk again. Woo! That was Mary Did You Know, you all. Hope you enjoyed that and look forward to hearing it on the album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where should we go next?
España.
Let's take them to España. Y'all want to hear some Spain? We hear that, like, when we think about the first album and what are the fan favorites, y'all put in the chat, what are your favorite String Queen songs from the first album? Put that in the chat. We can't wait to read that. But it looks like from Apple Music and Spotify that, like, Spain is in that top 1 or 2 that you all love. So when we thought of the set list, let's give them.
We have to give them
Gotta
Spain.
give them something.
Yeah.
Gotta give you Spain.
Let's take them to Spain.
All right.
Cool. Y'all feel feeling good?
Yeah.
Yeah, feeling good. Yeah.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Check in
Just
with
gotta
you
check
too,
it,
right?
right?
You're welcome. We love y'all. Thank you for rocking with us.
Absolutely.
That was Spain, y'all. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yes,
That
that's
was
always
great.
a fun
Woo.
one. Another aerobic workout.
Yes, I love it.
And for those who are new to the String Queens, we want you to know that some of the tunes that you're hearing, you've heard before, you're familiar with the tunes, with the melodies, but every single piece that you hear us playing tonight, we all wrote, we arranged, everything that you're hearing, they're all original arrangements. And so we're so excited to be premiering this music with you all tonight.
Yeah, especially this next one. Yes. This is O Come, Emmanuel. And I'm hoping Elise will tell the story behind this arrangement, which is actually her arrangement. She brought it to rehearsal one day, and she said, hey guys, I just, wrote this arrangement. Can we just read it? And we sat down and we read it, and it was complete magic. So, Elise, do you want to say some more about it?
Sure. I had to think about this. I was like, how did I come up with this? And it started, I grew up with December was O come, Emmanuel. It's Advent. So you process. I was an altar girl. I don't know if you all knew that. So
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
But yeah, so we always processed with O come, singing O come, Emmanuel in church. And so it was my favorite. It's been my favorite for years. And there's just a Latin thing going on inside of me. So I was like, what can I put with this that still respects the tune, but also puts, my soul into it.
Yes.
And so I came up with what you're about to hear. But then, I love my classical, so canon had to come in somewhere.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you're about to hear what I'm talking about. You all ready?
Ready.
Thank
Let
you
me
for
get
letting me share
ready.
that.
'Cause y'all gotta get ready for O Come.
Kendall and I always get nervous on this one because we want to do it justice.
Yes.
For
For you.
It's weird when the arranger's right there.
Yes.
I know.
Right.
Relax, you guys kill this every time. Let you string off. It's like, ooh, I should have looked at those
Like,
notes.
don't mess up.
Whoa.
Or when you go back, it's like, dang, I wrote that?
Right, yeah.
What
I
was
love
that?
it.
Can we say some thank yous really quick? Can we
Yeah.
shout
Oh,
out some people who
absolutely.
helped us make this album?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's first start out by shouting out James McKinney.
Yeah, James.
Yes. A longtime friend,
Yeah.
a great
Yeah.
friend of ours, and he produced the
Yeah.
String Queens holiday album, Our Favorite Things. We are so grateful to
Yes, we
him.
are. Thank you, James.
He just contributed so much to the recording
Absolutely.
experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was peaceful, but
It was.
but we were challenged.
Yeah,
but
fun, energetic.
yes,
We worked.
Absolutely.
we worked until we got that tape.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's James, y'all. He's Grammy nominated. Like,
Yes.
he's a bison. Let me hit you. I'll get started. You have two Howard Howard alum here. You got a
It's a big day
Juilliard
for
alum
Howard.
here.
A big day for Howard.
And she's married to a bison.
I
so
am.
she's
To
saying-
a bison. I am.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
We also want to shout out Jeff Gruber and Blue House Productions.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We're in one of the Blue House stages, sound stages, green
Yeah,
screen,
the
like all
studio.
these amazing things in studio. But we also were at Jeff's other location to make this album. We did it while some of you were having your socially distant cookouts
Right.
on Labor Day
Right.
weekend.
That's
We
right.
were
It was
in the-
Labor
It was
Day,
Labor
yeah.
Day weekend, and we were in the studio bringing you some music. And we just hope this season that we know there's been a lot of unprecedented
absolutely.
turn of events, things
Yeah.
that none of us saw coming.
Unexpected,
I mean,
yeah.
just so much.
Yeah.
So we hope that this music.
Yeah. And then, you know, just for people to find it in their hearts to give in a season when people are losing
Generous.
so
Yeah.
very much.
So generous.
There are no words to express our gratitude for that gesture. And we pray, you know, that we're taking all of these donations and giving you music that you really love and that will bring you joy and your family joy and peace and love during this holiday season. Like Kendall was saying, this is such an unprecedented time. But I think, you know, the power of love, the power of forgiveness and compassion and empathy and all of the wonderful things that make us really special as human beings. I'm just so grateful to be a part of a village of people who believe in those emotions and those attributes and are working tirelessly, even from, you know, giving their money to us to produce and to make this album. It's just something that we're just so grateful for, and we appreciate it so very much. And I know we're forgetting lots of names.
Well, Aaron,
right
we want to
now,
shout out Aaron Freeman. This is the thing, y'all. As COVID seemed to go on past second month, third month, fourth month, people did start to reach out and ask us to do virtual projects. And so we've been doing, for those who are wondering what we've been up to, we've been doing, a number of pre-records for Lincoln Center and some of the other performing arts centers. But we need videographers for that. And so, Aaron Freeman, we want to shout you out and show you much gratitude. Anthony Walker, Tony Walker, our great friend, who mixed a lot of the audio for those pre-records.
Absolutely.
Who else are we?
Flo,
Flo.
our makeup artist, is always there.
Florence Carey, who
Yes.
always beating our faces.
Ariel, who
Ariel,
keeps us
yes.
in check.
Ariel
Thank
Davis,
you.
our
Yes.
manager.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But especially the album sponsors,
Yes.
who donated so very
Yes.
generously.
Yes.
People have been with us from the beginning.
Yes.
Mr. Colton and Becky
Yes.
Isidore.
Isidore.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, and who else? Kevin Merida from the
Kevin
Undefeated,
Merida, thank you.
who has been
Swigert.
such a
Yeah.
wonderful supporter. The
Yes.
Swigert.
The Dr. Swigert.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Both Pat and Leslie, thank you so much. They've been
Thank
mentors to me, and they, you know, throughout the Christmases, they've asked the String Queens to come
Right, that's
perform
right.
at their homes, and so they were some of the first folks who wanted to invest in this project.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, just to be in such intimate performance settings,
Yes.
but to have the people who support us in those intimate settings just donate and give so generously to bring us to larger
So kind,
stages.
yeah.
I just think that's just so
Thank you
powerful.
all
and
so
just
much.
So wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Where should we go from here?
Shall we Christmas?
Well, I think we should do something quite lovely.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think let's do a tribute. Are you all okay if we pay tribute to somebody really quick?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It's a special day.
It's a special
day.
I'm
Special
telling you,
day.
we'll never get to live this day again.
We will never. No.
So we're getting ready to play one of the first songs, that started off the String Queens from our first little video on Instagram and YouTube, y'all.
Absolutely.
Isn't she lovely?
Absolutely.
And who do we want to dedicate this to, Don?
We definitely want to dedicate this. I'm going to get a little emotional. To Madame Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. And I was sitting with my daughter earlier today, just talking to her about the power of today and the power of this moment and the power of the visibility of Black women in this country. And it is such an important moment in our history and such an important moment in time. And right now we're going to play Isn't She Lovely for you. And we want to dedicate this to Kamala Harris, but to every young Black girl out there who may be struggling with some identity issues or feeling unappreciated or like you don't belong or like you don't fit in. Keep going. Love yourself. Respect yourself. There are women out here who are here to support you. That's what we are here for. And we are just so, so happy to honor Kamala Harris in this way. So this is Isn't She Lovely?
Senator Kamala Harris anymore. You gotta say,
oh no,
Vice President-elect.
Put some respect on her name.
Respect on her name. Yes. Man,
yeah.
This has been such a fun night.
It has been fun.
You get ready night. And then it starts and then whoop, it's over.
Yeah.
So it's almost over, y'all.
It's almost over, but not before we do this special piece. So, and I'm going to let her tell the story, but we're just going to start off with one day we were at home and Kendall emails us and goes, hey, check your box. And inside of that box was
Someday at Christmas. Yeah. I love Stevie Wonder. Shout out to my dad who's watching.
Yes.
And my mom who always played great music in the house, in the car, everywhere we went. There was great music. My grandmother, my grandparents, just great music. And I love Stevie Wonder. And when it was time to figure out, like, let's get some TSQ Holiday in there. TSQ, the Strength Queens, for our new fans out there. And so, I don't know, it just kind of came to me to write it out for us.
And you did this a while ago.
I did this a while back, before we were ever talking about recording a holiday album. Mm-hmm. And we played it some here and there. I think we had a video once upon a time. But it seemed like, you know, now is the time. Let's put it into play, and let's make some great music for the people out there. So this is our last song of the night. But we hope you have, I don't know, some cider, Maybe you're celebrating, so maybe
Right,
you have some
right.
bubbles or something like that. But we hope that you're with or some, yeah. We hope that you're with somebody special, your
Right.
family. We want to thank our families
Yes.
also.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
moms, cousins,
Yes,
aunts,
aunties,
uncles,
uncles.
grandparents.
Yeah.
Parents, yeah.
Yeah.
Sisters,
Everybody.
daughter, husband.
Definitely the husband.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah, friends. Thank you for friends who always understand. Like, what are you doing? I'm at the studio. What are you
Yeah.
doing? I'm in rehearsal. What are
Right,
you doing?
right.
Putting
Lots of
album online.
sacrifices.
Yes,
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we appreciate it. So here
very, very
is,
grateful.
yes, yes. Here is Someday at Christmas.
I know, right? I know Thanksgiving hasn't started yet, but
That's okay.
it's all
Yeah,
right.
no, this was great. Thank you all so very much for
Yes.
being with us this evening.
Yes.
Thank you to everyone who donated to support this project. There's just so much to be grateful for in this season.
In
Every
this
breath,
season.
every day, family,
Wow.
friends, music. And we just pray that this holiday season, your family is filled with abundant joy, abundant love, and abundant peace. I believe we have a quick question and answer session for the next couple of minutes. We definitely want to be respectful of people's time. I heard there was a very important speech happening tonight
Yes.
at 8 o'clock, so we just want to make sure that we're being respectful to everyone in your time. So we'll take the next couple of minutes to answer a couple of questions, and then hopefully we'll have everybody in front of the TV
By
for
8?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
So the first question we have is, are you all still teaching, and how has the pandemic affected instruction? So first, folks may not know that we're teachers.
Yeah.
Yes.
By
Full-time,
day, concert
yep.
performers, I think by night
Right,
is what
right.
folks will
That's our
often say.
tagline. Yeah.
So what has the virtual balance been like, y'all?
Honestly, oh gosh, I love it.
Yes.
I do. But you know what? It has pushed me in another direction with music, because we all teach instrumental music, and well, they can't all have their instruments, so I shifted the program to just deal with more digital music.
Absolutely.
And we're having a blast.
Yes.
Like my classes, I love them. I'm having a good time. It was, a small adjustment, but as long as we, the adults, teachers, we're just, pulling it together, getting our kids online, talking to them, you know, not saying that anything is normal, but we can't fall apart, you know, and also they give us the strength too, because they're there, cameras are on, and just waiting for the next thing. So it's been different, but it has been such a joy during this terrible time sometimes. You know, it's been, the numbers are not great right now. So, but my kids give me joy. Make me look forward to that Zoom classroom.
And every day, right? Even if we weren't in a pandemic and doing virtual learning, teachers are confronted with the responsibility every day of exploring new ways to reach children. While we're teaching, not, you know, there are no two children who are exactly the same. So you're constantly having to get creative and adapt and adjust to every child's learning style, right? And so I think this time with virtual learning, you know, ideally we would be in person, but that's just not what we're able to do right now. And so with virtual learning, I love the space that it has given us all to just really be creative, explore new things, like Elise was saying, you know, from teaching orchestra to now going into a digital music class, doing a lot of fun things, you know, rhythm exercises and pitch, and just getting sort of back to the basics and the fundamentals. And I made the shift down to elementary school this year, and I am loving all of the little faces telling me, I love you every day. And I'm like, you've never met me. But they're just it's so refreshing, right? And like, as teachers, it's our responsibility to make sure that our young people maintain that joy. It's not a young person's responsibility to be dealing with sort of adult stress. And so as long as we show up every day for them and they are there in front of that screen ready to learn, we give them 150%.
That's right.
And that's all we can do, you know?
And we just finished having some parent-teacher conferences, or for us, student-led conferences is actually what we've been doing. And it's so awesome. Believe it or not, y'all, there are some students who, just because of the number of kids who are in the class or whatever the situation was, who are actually doing a little bit better in virtual learning.
That's
because they're able to be in a silo, and it is isolation, but they're able to focus. The other thing I really like about, one, we were each able to develop our own curriculum. Like from scratch. And so I love the freedom and the creativity, like, okay, I'm gonna try this with the students. Oh wow, they got it. Let me take them here. Let me give them stuff, like high school stuff, and give it to them in middle school. But I also love how we get to teach important skills in isolation away from the instrument. So things like reading music and counting rhythms and things like that. Normally we're teaching you how to hold the instrument, and so you're using both sides of your body, right, left arm, and you're trying to read and you're trying to count. But now they're going to be prepared to play any instrument they want to play, and tackle any musical venture that they want to tackle. So I'm enjoying it. It's work. It's stressful. It's a lot of work.
So much joy.
But it's joyful.
I love it. I
miss my students.
I know.
Okay, we have a couple other songs.
Okay.
What's our favorite song off of the album, and why?
Off of the holiday album?
Well, whoever asked that question, we're going to go with the holiday album, but if you want us to talk about our other album, we can too. We have two albums.
I know.
Woohoo! Okay.
All right. Who's going first?
I think Mary is my favorite. I think Mary actually makes me cry. You know, especially with certain chord progressions, and it's soulful. And the lyrics, I think I'm hearing the lyrics, and I think I've been crying over Mary for years, since I think I was introduced to it as a teenager. And so I'm just listening to it, but then
when you put that stank on it,
that right there, that takes me to another level. That's just a groove. And I have to watch it. I'm like, it is a Mary song. You might want to
we are getting real a little bit. I'm talking about the birth of Jesus, but we're worshiping too.
Hello.
We love the energy. I love Mary. I really love my favorite things. Like, I could play my favorite things. The thing is really a loop, but I really could play that and turn that and get everybody have even more space for the solos. One thing for folks who have been to concerts and heard us play my favorite things, for the album we actually added solos, so you get to hear Elise start out and just crank out an amazing solo, then Dawn to me. So it's just we opened it up.
And it goes to this sort of like French impressionist place for me too, right? Especially like with this like classical upbringing, I hear so much like Debussy and Fauré and you know, birds and La Mer, and I just see nature. It's just so organic and just has this wonderful. It's like a French classical, you know. I feel like you know French classical music, but it's beautiful. It's refreshing. It's refreshing. Yeah.
We have a third question.
Okay.
How long have you played together, and how did you meet?
Oh, that's our favorite question.
It is our favorite question.
Boy, we've been playing together for quite a long time, but as the String Queens, what year are we on?
Year 3?
We're about to make 4 in June of 2021. I like saying it like that.
I know, that's been
4 years.
actually.
Yeah, no,
We
that's
got
great.
to have a
We're
birthday.
seniors.
Yes, we're seniors. Yeah.
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 You want to, I guess you all met
Yeah,
first.
so Elise and I have known each other for at least 15, 20 years.
We've known
Yeah.
each other for a while.
We played in an orchestra together, and just sort of, became friends. And
Yeah.
we were always sitting right next to each other in
Yes,
orchestra.
yes.
And, I always had such great admiration and respect for her leadership and her sound. It's just so
much for you,
beautiful.
too.
And then I met Kendall through my husband Brian when they were teaching together. And my husband used to come home every day. I always tell this story. Ooh, Miss Isidore was bad today. She was dressed to the nines. She had the hat on. She had the blazer. I mean, I'm just saying. And it was always just sort of this all love. And I always thought to myself, I have to meet this Miss Isidore. I just have to meet her. And one day she was in the teacher's lounge or somewhere in the school and sort of frantically like, I have a wedding gig coming up. I need a violist. And my husband is like, oh, my wife plays viola. And she's like, yeah, right. Like, nobody just says my wife plays viola.
Piano, yes. Violin, yes. Viola,
yeah,
but not viola.
But not viola. And he was like, no, like, seriously. She went to Juilliard. She studied it. Like, she can play.
Oh, no, Juilliard?
Oh, she did. Okay. All right. Got you.
Yeah, man. What are we doing? Yeah, she called me.
Yeah.
Yep, we had a wedding, and she picked me up. This is when you had your red Beetle,
Yes.
the Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah.
And she picked me up in the Beetle, and I was like, hi, I'm Dawn. She's like, hi, I'm Kendall. And we rode to the gig together. This was several years ago.
Girl.
And the rest is history because we're all really great friends.
Yes.
And then
we met
yeah,
at
y'all
your
take it.
baby's first birthday
Yeah,
party.
yeah,
So
7
Dawn had a birthday party. No, actually, he had a gig for us.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so she called me. She called Kendall. And she said, "Hey, I want you guys to meet first the day before at your baby's birthday." I'm like, no. And so we met there. We were supposed to play, but
We were supposed to play little Einstein.
right. But you know how a party goes. It may happen. It may not happen.
right.
And then the next day when we got to the wedding, we had never played together. But what came out of Isidore's violin, I was like, ooh, look at that.
It was beautiful.
And I think that was the beginning of something special there.
It was.
I think too when Elise and I, so we met at the Party for Briley. We also had some DC Jazz Fest, like fundraiser gigs where they call us in and do duets, just improv and
Like
stuff.
the bass player.
And I really feel like Elise was like it was the first time I felt like somebody really understood me musically, and we were just speaking a language.
Yeah. It was a
and it was
great
like
vibe.
it was.
I mean, it was hot. I was
And I'm
like,
like, I don't know if anybody else is
Right.
feeling.
Right.
And we would just vibe.
Yeah.
And so when the three of us came together, and we took it old school when it was time to say like, let's get serious about this. Maybe we had a couple of gigs coming up, and we said, let's give it a name.
Right.
Let's give it a brand. Let's come up with something catchy.
Yeah.
So we went in Elise's classroom in DC and
On the
got
whiteboard. On the whiteboard.
teacher style.
all these names.
Y'all, we had some names.
Yeah, we did.
Spectrum.
Spectrum was
String
one.
cheese.
Yeah, string cheese, three chicks.
And then we said string queens, and when we looked at all the names, that one just really, it was quick on the tongue. It was fun to say.
It kind of just came right away,
It
right?
did.
Like, it
That
just stuck.
royalty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I think, honestly, we embody queenship and royalty. And when we hope that, even with our students, that we are providing for them an excellent example of what life can be like when you work hard, when you love people, when you support each other, that we can actually work together as a community. You see 3 Black women on this stage right now. We're having a good time. If you don't feel it through the camera, we genuinely love each other, and we have so much fun.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's so much fun.
And we support each other, even outside of music.
That's right.
And just, we've all had some good days and we've all had some bad days.
And we support each other.
Absolutely. Through it all, the ebb and flow of it all, we're always just right there together.
Yes.
I love you guys.
Yes. Man, so we had another question.
Okay.
With all the places you all have performed, where are our favorites? So we're going to take that as the group, or do people want to do both? But I guess we'll start with the group.
Start with the group.
Okay, favorite places we performed. Vail, Colorado.
Yes, that was amazing.
On what, 15,000 feet above?
It was a scary ride up the mountain.
Yes.
It was like a 2-hour ride up
It
the
was
mountain.
gorgeous.
We were blessed. Shout out to Andre Wells, amazing event planner, who reached out to us. Was an NFL player. Was very beautiful.
Yeah.
Young lady who's a news correspondent. Very well known folks, and they had us come up.
Yeah.
And
It was
we
gorgeous.
played
It
on
was
top of
gorgeous.
them.
It was gorgeous. I also have to say, the first time we played at Carnegie Hall
Oh, that was man.
very, very
Yeah.
special.
It was special.
Yeah.
I think I was numb for most of
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah. And I've never played a concert in Carnegie Hall where people are
yeah.
like, you know, shouting
Right,
and wailing,
that was
like
crazy.
they were in,
Like,
right,
yes.
exactly. Like people were on their feet, woo, 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 like just the screams and
Yeah.
the cheers.
It was surreal.
It was surreal,
Yeah.
and it was beautiful.
Shout out to Ray Chu
Yeah,
and Vivian Chu.
Vivian
If you all are watching, thank you so
Yeah.
much for
It's amazing.
Vivian for seeing our little 30-second Instagram clip.
There we go.
Isn't she?
And,
Right?
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
a tribute to Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites too, Dawn.
Yeah.
I
never
Oh,
knew that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, and to premiere our arrangements there and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
what were some
That's
other favorites?
Such a blessing.
NJ-PAC was definitely one of
was
my
a great
favorites.
one.
That was a great crowd. So
The community
Oh,
was
yeah.
unbelievable at NJ-PAC.
yep,
Yeah.
Sounds of the City, New Jersey
Dancing
Performing Arts Center.
afterwards with everyone. That
Absolutely.
was beautiful.
Because we're
Absolutely.
playing Mary J, we're playing Lauren,
Yeah.
and people are like, to strings,
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That was fun.
it was great.
It was genuine love.
It was.
Anywhere we go, we're like, it's just genuine
Yes.
love,
Yes.
and you see it on people's faces, and you hear it in their voices.
Yeah.
I can take that with me.
Blues Alley.
Everywhere we go.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh,
Blues
we're
Alley was
having a
amazing.
brain fart
Yeah.
moment, but Blues Alley was
Yes.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
it
al-
was.
You know, also like, if people want to continue hearing live music, you know, when things are sort of back to normal, let's make sure that we're, you know, still supporting these
Yeah.
venues as well that are showing artists, you
Yeah.
know, from around the world. And I know we're all sort of caught up in this virtual programming right now, but like a Blues Alley and a Kennedy's and even smaller venues,
Yes.
right? Just make sure that we're, you know, supporting those venues as well so we can get back to live music
Right.
Yes.
in due time, you know, once the pandemic passes.
Yes.
I always enjoy too when we play with our students.
Oh, yeah,
Like
that's
I
fun.
love. I mean, our students
They love
introduce
it,
us
too.
to music. It's not just like we're teaching them. Like they teach us.
I think I'm a little hip now because of them.
You
I'm
are.
a little hip. Rock
Yo,
wave. What?
I was gonna say we
Little
had a
Baby.
light breakfast
The
today,
baby.
y'all.
What?
She was like Lil Uzi Vert. I said,
Little
hey,
Uzi
Liz.
Vert.
No,
Don't
when
get
you
me
taught the
started with lucid
kids,
dreams.
when I came to your kids' concert and I walk in and it's like Cardi B, and I was like,
Oh,
hello, Cholo section.
I love it. They inspire us.
Listen,
They are
there's
an
music
inspiration.
everywhere, y'all.
Yeah.
I guess we'll get our very last question. We only have
Yeah.
a couple more minutes, and y'all, I know 8 o'clock. We're going to listen to the speech too. How can we connect our students with? So how can they connect their students with us so that they can hear some of our performances?
Wow.
And this is also a great opportunity for us to
Social
help
media.
you, like everybody, connect with us. But we always encourage our students to go to our YouTube. They, you know, students love YouTube. They love having their own pages.
Yes.
Subscribe to my page. Make sure you leave a
That's
comment.
right.
Yes. Yes.
Funny story behind that, y'all. But YouTube, we're on there. Search the String Queens. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook.
Yes.
At the String Queens. Make sure you do at the String Queens. And then we also have a website, www.thestringqueens.com. But we always encourage our students to just go type in the String Queens in the search box on YouTube and see what comes
Yeah,
up.
absolutely.
We ask them to get their instruments
Yeah,
out. and
absolutely.
we have some instructional videos
Yes.
out there
Yes.
where we're
Yes.
talking about the techniques for improv. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's all. Yeah, that's.
That's,
No,
yeah,
I
she's
think
got
you
it.
got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you got
And
it.
we have some more instructional videos too. But we
Coming
love
soon.
y'all. We love y'all. Any
Yes.
other last words, ladies?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you,
We
everyone.
love y'all.
Happy
Bye.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
And-
Merry
Tonight.
Christmas.
Yeah, don't forget November 24th. It's a Tuesday. It's the Tuesday, the week of Thanksgiving. That's when the album will be available at all digital stores. We'll also have some hard copies
Yes,
that
online.
you'll be able to purchase.
Yes.
And so just thank you for your support.
Thank
you.
you. Good night.
Good night.